Guys, I'm Max. I'm bringing us some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. In the last part, we made a hit to Tendalenda, talked to the Tiger, El Tigre, and this lady. I think her name was Violetta. I think that's what her name is. But she got a sidelock, and we can't actually open that up just yet. So let's make our way to Vitamin Square. Oh, sorry about that. I had a. Oh God, oh, that was not very nice. There. Take this, and get out of my park. Wherefore, he really is mad. Come on, Maya. Just keep your head down. Let's sneak away while we can. Wait, why? What? Why? Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Gah. Hey, he turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet it really hurt his pride in court. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo. Pigeon. Look, we really need to talk to you, right? Alright? Out with the demons. In with good fortune. Ow, 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 ow. Seeds. Shell splinters. Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. Okay, man. Let's just have a talk. I'm sorry about today's trial, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do as a lawyer. God, everyone be talking about me behind my back now. A dirty old man who was so busy looking at the servant girl's backside that he can't remember her face. A filthy, depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She had some white powder in the lady. She put some white powder into the young lad's javakino. We hear you. And another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the lens of these broken spectacles. We're really sorry. So I made a little mistake about the vase. So what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky head brat. Take this. You said you were a craftsman, right? God, the modern world on cast honest craftsmen like me aside in droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old drudge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think he was just in a bad mood, that's all. I've got a tsunami of frustration inside, and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should we do? Suck it in. Guess I better let him talk. So, there's not much call for craftsmen these days, huh? Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I? Some sort of two-bit community handyman? Well, buy some bread. Now I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost. That's what they're trying to say. Oh yeah, it's just a convenience. I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at the restaurant, I just can't get. I get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did you just say? At home and at that restaurant? Hold up. But by restaurant, are you talking about Trevian? Did you get asked to run an errand there too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned. What? What was that errand? So, on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over the table, and the serving girl collapsed, and I broke that vase. It happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me, "Excuse-moi, you call the police. Call them yourself." I should have said, but I didn't think of it at the time. So, did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? Gah, do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You weren't looking for one? I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened, yes sirree, the owner was at Tribulations on his own. Why did you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if you given me the chance, but you all bullied me out of the courtroom. Okay, there's more I have to say. Nobody had anything else to say for him. It was just... It's not my fault you're the ones to blame. You could at least told us before you got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? Yes, it's super important because there's 5 minutes. There's 5 minutes uncounted. Yeah, before the police arrived. The victim was dead. Maggie was unconscious, which leaves that man, alone in the restaurant. There's 5 minutes unaccounted for. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe it said someone didn't want him in that restaurant. Ah. Oh, sure. You go ahead. You go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should be getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead. We need to get more details about what exactly happened from Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Alright. So first off, let's go to Tribulations and have a look for where what's his name? The restaurant owner, Mr. Armstrong. There we go. He's not here. Let's open the bin. You can't have an open restaurant without safe. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out on me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Missing when we need to talk to him most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose. He's clearly hiding something. But anyway, let's go to the detention center and talk to Maggie Bride. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you. Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place in his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimony don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident anyway. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that didn't match up with what you remembered? Yep. There are just so many things that don't seem to add up. Oh, about that. The biggest contradiction is the other guy I saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today? That was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bombermeyer The name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. You said that you passed out when the victim Glenn Elgd collapsed, right? Yes, it was so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what... You have no idea what went on at Tribulations? No idea at all. Why is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call for the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, Maggie were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. Grr. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke to him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure out something. We better find exactly what happened to the old man on that day. Alright, so what we need to do is go into profiles and present her with Victor Kudo in order to continue. I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addicts for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll split it all and see what you make of it. Okay. Talk? What would I talk to? Victor's testimony. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite work. Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true that there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old, middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was so creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across this woman like that recently? And we know exactly what she's talking about. Going to the court record, we need to present her first. Go to the profiles. I know exactly what she's talking about. Violetta. I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can tell you about now is info from ex-cons or clientele of Tribulations, sir. Aw, don't let it get you down, Maggie. Okay, so she doesn't know anything about that then. Okay. So is there anything else we can give her? yeah. He wanted to give this to you. Oh yeah, I've got something you're going to love. Really? What is this? A lunchbox just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox? Weenies too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was the Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe. He's really worried about you. Looks like he put all of effort into making this too. I can't escape it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, who hates weenies? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But she's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But I guess so. Gumshoe's long throat was eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? It hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. That sucks. What else can we give to her? I guess that's it, really. We can't really do anything. She looks so sad. Oh, kind of sucks. But anyway, let's go to the criminal affairs department and tell them the awful news that she doesn't want anything to do with you, Gumshoe. The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. He's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. No! Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. What the fuck? What the hell? What are you confessing? Dude, that's so wrong. That's your son's girlfriend, for fuck's sake. Something must be going down. Something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe. You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We've got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus! A virus! A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. But I really need to ask you some questions. Okay, I'm only going to say this once, so listen up. Yes? No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this. You hear? Okay. If you've got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang it there. We're not thinking about borrowing money, detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark, and it seems he's run into trouble just recently. Those guys have a pretty heavy-handed, those guys have been pretty heavy-handed calling in their debts. Oh, don't go posing your nose around in their business, pal. You'll regret it if you accept that lady. Talking about Violetta. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady? He's talking about Violetta. That's pretty obvious. Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? We better find out what the story of this lady is. Anyway, computer. So what exactly is a computer virus? What exactly is a computer virus to the computer? I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, right, pal? And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure, I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Do you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun out of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to you two. Virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it takes the machine, it makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. So it goes inside and, the inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here at the station. A virus could wipe out all of that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Wow, that's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected through a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else. What? That's horrible. Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Godo so he catches a cold. Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Who, what, where, when, and why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel I've heard of it before too. I don't know. I haven't heard of it either. Anyway, I don't know. Right now, I don't know. We're supposed to show. Supposed to show something specific. This one. This is Gumshoe. About this. What? I'm trying to concentrate on Maggie and the virus right now. Ah, that's it. This stupid name. I remember now. I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod to yourself and keep it in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name scribbled on that sports paper and written on the CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus that's just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? Wow. Okay, so it's not a mixtape. It's actually a virus. We already knew about MC Bomber virus. About the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses. It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? A virus can be worth that much? Oh crap, that's huge. Anyway, I think that's it for now. What we got next? I think that'll be a good place to end up the part. We've done a lot. We've updated the whole the CD. We found out about the CD. We talked to Maggie. We did a lot in this part, so I think that'll be a good time to end it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more. In the next part, we're gonna go to the detention center and continue with our investigation. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later for some more famous Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Peace.